Okay, so we were contacted by a woman named Nancy Nazareth. She pointed out that you grew up on 135th and Avalon.
My mother still lived in that neighborhood.
She's from 51st in Vermont, and she feels that she gets everything that you talk about. So she went and provided this book that she's had for a long time. Look at the side of it. Look at the date of this book.
1833.
1833. This is a 190-year-old book that you're holding in your hands right now.
Why did she give it to me?
Well, there was some stuff in there that she found interesting about Thomas Jefferson and so forth. Now, we looked up the basis of this book. And essentially, this is called a magazine. Even though it looks like a book, back then these were called magazines. And this was basically put out by a very rich person who wanted to push their political agenda. And back then, when there was no radio, no TV, no internet, books was the way that they would actually push their ideas.
Right.
If you look at where the bookmarks are, there's some interesting stuff in there that she actually pointed out. There's some stuff about Thomas Jefferson in terms of selling his kids and, you know, his biracial kids and everything else like that. But it's, you know
that when this book came out, what I'm doing right now would get me killed. Reading this, knowing that it said something.
Yeah. Crazy.
So it makes me sad that even our examples of history are written in our blood and our pain. She gave me a book to read that it was illegal for her to have, like whoever she got it from could have been killed knowing that she had it or read it or knew what it meant. Is at one point, and the thing that's so salient to me and it really gets me kind of worked up, at one time it's illegal for enslaved people to learn, and now it's illegal for us to learn about enslaved people.
You know, and you have a library at your house, so I figured you would appreciate that. I don't know.
My whole library ain't this old together. It's amazing, man.
Yeah.
July through December, 1833, and it was a magazine. Wow.
This is before the Emancipation Proclamation.
A long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was
30-some years,
1855, was it? Yeah, this was almost 20-something years before the Emancipation Proclamation. When this book was written, slavery was legal in America.
Yep. And this act was an act of defiance. Both of us, by the way, you for giving me a book and me for knowing what I read.
Right.
But it got us killed.
Yeah.
And now the symbolism of that, right now there are people who have the strains of that same idea. That it's my history that's deadly. That it's my history that's an affront to your existence. That's amazing.